steps will go from 0 to a successful trader. So it's quite simple. It's basically what you know. But the fact is, are you doing it? What are the steps you could go from trading from 0 to trading success? You should know that if you don't have an edge in the market, you will not make money. If you don't have an edge, you won't make money. You can't win without a trading system when it comes to trading. The most important weapon you have as a trader is your trading system. The most important weapon you have as a trader is your trading system or your trading edge, anyone you call it. So no edge, no money in trading. So the number one step is what? To find the edge. Let me just write it for you guys. Number one step is find an edge or a trading system. If you find that edge, you create rules, because there are no edges without rules. Then you build a plan. You build a plan. So the first step is what? Find your edge. And how do you find your edge? I want to hear from someone. How do you find your edge when it comes to trading? Can you raise your hand for me? How do you find your edge? Anyone? Sorry? I didn't hear you. That is one. Anyone? Any other person? Does it mean everyone here doesn't have an edge? How do you find your edge when it comes to trading? How do you build a system? How do you find your edge? All right, that is your assignment. I wouldn't be telling you that. That is your assignment. Not I wouldn't be. I'm sure I've told you guys about this during the classes so far. You understand? I should have talked about it, so you should know it. If you don't know it, you do the research and help yourself. You do what? You do the research and help yourself. So number one is confidence. There are so many persons that what is keeping them back is not being confident with their edge. If you have an edge, you must develop this type of confidence with your edge. Your edge plus your confidence it's equals to a profitable trade already. The best system, the best edge in the world is useless without the confidence to execute it. If you tell yourself, I'm a profitable trader, my system works, after backtesting, I just lost only 2 trades and I won like 20. This is the best system so far. After all those blah, 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 all those stories and the rest, if you're not able to execute that edge, if you're not able to execute that system, anytime it appears on the charts, that means the system is what? Useless. That means the system is what? Useless. So it's important that as you're building your edge and you're building your system, you're also building your confidence. You're also what? Building your confidence. If you can trade fearlessly, your potentials will become limitless. Anytime you see your edge, you enter the market with the proper risk and with the proper backing. Based on the proper backing, you check the news, you check everything you have to check, you check your plan, you see that it is in line, you execute immediately. Once you do that, you become what? Limitless. You break through. So if you don't have an edge, it's a big issue for you. If you have an edge and you don't have confidence regarding your edge, is another what? Big issue for you. So they work, everything I'm telling you here, work what? Hand in hand. The next one is follow the laws of trading. Follow the laws of trading. Everything in this world is governed. Everything in this world has its own rules. It has its own rules. For example, if you're a student, there are rules governing your school. In your house, in your family, there are rules covering your house. If you're still with your parents, there are rules covering your house where you live. There are some things you wouldn't do under your parents' roof. If you're living in a rented place, there are some things you wouldn't do inside that compound. Even if you're living in your own house that is built in an estate or an environment, there are some things you wouldn't do in the house. There are some laws and rules guiding it. So no matter how things are in this world, there is always a law guiding it. So for trading, there is a law guiding trading. So for you to become a profitable trader, you must do what? Follow the laws of trading. Plan your trades in advance, follow your rules, review all your trades, learn from your mistakes. Every successful trader is what? Is a disciplined trader. Every successful trader that is consistently profitable is what? Is a disciplined trader. Let's go for the number 4. 99% experience. Oh God. 99 what? Percent experience. Trading success is 99% experience. This doesn't mean that other things are not implied though. But basically, when you're trading, when you're starting off in trading, when you're initially starting off in trading, you face losses, you make mistakes, and you fail. Now, there is a saying that says that failure is the best teacher. So as long as you're showing up, every day you learn new things. If you put it in the context, 1 year of active trading is better than what? 10 years of reading books and watching videos. 1 year of actively trading is better than reading books and what? Actively reading books and going to social media, reading threads, doing this, doing that is better. So to develop experience, you must do. If you don't do, you won't develop experience. So keep showing up no matter how bad it is. Keep showing up. Those experiences is part of things that will make you a profitable trader in due time. Those experiences. Show up, trade, learn, and repeat. Simple as that. The next one is probability mindset. I need someone to tell me what they understand by the word probability. What do you understand by the word probability? Someone, if you're with me, the word probability, what do you understand by that? Please, the guy.
Okay.
Okay, one Kashmir, when something is not certain, that is okay. That is nice. Well, Lizzie, go ahead.
Probability means the chance of something happening or not
The
happening.
chance of something happening. And in a world like this, in our world, the chances of things happening is always 50-50. The chances of things happening is always 50-50. So if you have that probability mindset that the chances of me being right is 50%, and the chances of me being wrong is 50%. No matter how good you are, you cannot be certain. No matter how good you are, you can't be certain. Trading is not 100% certainty game. Everyone can win the next trade. Everyone can lose the next trade. So if you think in probability and you tell yourself, this is a game of what? Probability. It will help you to maintain the right risk all the time. There's something I usually tell my students. Make sure you always have a consistent risk. It will help you. Not in this particular trade, you risk $100. In the next trade, you risk $200. In the next trade, you risk $50 and the rest. If your risk is not consistent, you will find it hard to grow your account, and you find it hard to become profitable. So if you understand that market is probability, then you will always maintain a consistent risk, because you don't know if you're going to win the next trade or you're going to lose, because your edge won't work every time. It's not about how many trades you win, but how much you win. So it's not always about the next trade. It's not always about the next trade. It's always collective number of trades and the outcome of that collective number of trades, the outcome of it. So think in probability. That is the next step. Think in probability. Know that this is a game of probability. So anytime you're opening a position, you ask yourself, am I maintaining the same consistent risk? Does this trade follow my edge? Because at the end of the day, it is a probability game. Risk management is the next step, which I've talked about it in the probability. If you have the probability mindset, you'll be able to manage your risk. You'll be able to manage your risk because you don't know the outcome of the next trade. You don't know if you're going to win the next trade, or you don't know if you're going to lose the next trade. Any trader telling you I have 100% win rate is a scammer, is not a trader. Any trader telling you I have a 90% win, you wouldn't see all these Wall Street traders, all these Asian traders that have made billions and billions from stock markets, telling you that they have 90% win rate. It's impossible. The best you could see is 60%, 70%. The best you could see. For you to even see 80% win rate, it's not even something that happens all the time. Maybe they come in a month, and in this particular month, the person might have 80% win rate, and it will be like before you see that 80% win rate again, it will be years to come. So the best you could see is 70%. So that is why your priority should always be to survive in the market. There's this when I was going through Falcon tutorial, because I also learned from Falcon. When I was going through from Falcon, the Forex guy, his tutorial, he keeps saying that your goal is to manage your risk so that you will stay in the market long enough for that life-changing opportunity to come to you. If you don't manage your risk, you won't have capital to stay in the market long enough for you to see opportunities that will help you recover and opportunities that will make you profitable. So your priority as a trader is to survive. Your priority is to what? Your priority is to survive. You can win 300 days, but because of poor risk management, you can lose everything in one day. Study, improve your win rates, improve your risk to reward. So when it comes to trading success, we have your edge, probability, your risk management. These 6 things that I've mentioned so far play an important role when it comes to becoming a successful trader. They play an important role when it comes to what? Becoming a successful trader. So let's look at, I feel this should be the last one we should talk about. Let's look at the most important trading skill. Most important skill in trading. So when it comes to trading, you can't win if you can't wait for your setup. With this statement, you already know that the most important skill here is patience. That's what I'm talking about. It's patience. You can't win if you can't wait for your setup. If you can't wait for your trades to develop. If you can't wait for your success along the way. So the most important skill here is what? The ability to wait, your patience. The most important skill here is what? It's your ability to wait. Your ability to wait. Your ability to wait. That is the most important thing. If you have all these things in play and you can't wait for the opportunity to execute them, you won't be successful now. So timing matters. Being able to wait for everything to align is the most important skill when it comes to trading. The trader who mastered patience is already halfway through trading success. Simple as that. Once you master your patience, you're already halfway through your trading success. You're already halfway through your trading success. So you need to become a what? A profitable trader. For you to do that, you need to follow all these applying rules. Find your edge, build your confidence, build discipline, follow your rules, get experience, think in probabilities, control your risk, develop patience. Do all these things, and the world will hear your name. And note that this is not what you can achieve in one day. It's not what you can achieve in 1 year. It's certainly not what you can achieve. It depends on you as a person. You can achieve it in 2 years, you can achieve it in 3 years, you can achieve it in 1 year, but it's not a must that you achieve it in one. It's a step at a time. But the earlier you start building it, the earlier you start putting it into place, the better for you. The earlier you start putting it into place, the better for you. So I believe you guys have gained value today. I'll see you guys in the next market briefing. But in the meantime, do well to share this link across so that we could impact more traders out there. The goal is to help as many persons as we can. And through you, somebody might learn one or two from these market briefings and become a profitable trader. And believe me, anybody that becomes profitable through your impact will never forget you. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. Wishing you all a profitable day ahead.